Hi guys, it's been a little while. Changed up my Thaumcraft room, had a little area to myself, and made a wibbly wobbly floor because I really wanted to do that for some reason. But anywho, I wanted to talk about Thaumcraft today since I finally figured out a majority of it. What you do to start out is you make a wand similar to this, but it's gonna look... Where's my old wand? It's going to be a gold banded one. You're going to have to use great wood, and you'll make a stick with it, and then you'll put the gold caps onto it, and make a basic wand. From there, you're going to transform a bookshelf into the Thaumonomicon, and you're going to want to make a table. And not just any table, it's going to be these tables. Crafting recipe is right here. It's easy. You make 2 of them, and then you use a pin and quill, right click on it, and boom, you make the table. Then you'll want to use the wand on, I think, a regular table, and you'll make the arcane work table, which allows you to pull from aspects and use the wand to power them. That's used in a lot of the crafting on many of the things you see around here. But what you want to do, you get in the Thaumonomicon, it's going to show you some basic information up here. And aspects. These aspects, you'll have several different combinations. I advise you try and figure out the combinations as soon as possible. It gives you more information in figuring out what links to what. Now, I didn't know how to link it until much later, so I lost a lot of aspects. Knowledge fragments are great because it'll sometimes release hidden information. Like stuff like that. I don't know what that does, but we'll figure that out later. So you'll click on it, you'll get some research going, such as this is Boots of the Traveler. This is much further in research, it's a little more complex. Now what you want to do is you see you have momentum and aqua. Aqua is a base source. Momentum has modus and earth. Now, to get these two to link, you want to find a common element, which is, of course, water. So, put this here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I got the research back, thankfully. There. And then, there, you get that linked up. Because they're like elements. Or aspects, if you will. So, with that, you go to Mountain, which is right here. It's made of 2 stone in the basic crafting. Modus goes to... We can use Traveler, actually. So if we go back and forth between Modus and Traveler, we will get these to link up. Now, the final step is the feather, which is, what is it? Flight. You can also use modus on it. So, to do this, you go here, and you go here, and then using what we learned, that water was an aspect of it, and back to modus. And just like that, you get a research. Now, you'll put the research in your bar, right click, server must be lagging a wee bit, or I already have it unlocked. I think I did this research earlier. Well, actually, no, I researched something else. Yeah, I've already got the Boots of the Traveler unlocked, so that's just going to go in here for someone else who needs it. Disregard all this is a bunch of junk that I haven't been able to sort through for different mods. But anywho, you'll go in here, and then boom, it'll tell you exactly how to make it. This recipe is an arcane infuser. I'll get into that soon. But you do this, say I researched the Goggles of Revealing, which allows you to see aura nodes better and aspects. You'll put this in a crafting table and it'll require these aspects. Now, to get those aspects, you have to use this wand. And I've got a node right over here. Actually, it's full. What you want to do is you want to go to a node that has some energy. I'll just make a little exit here real quick. This one I bottled up, brought over here. and you'll right click and it'll do a stream of energy into it. Since mine is full, I can't really do anything with it. Okay, so it's full. You put that on the arcane table, which I will show you in just a little bit. Yeah, you'll put that in there, and your wand will go there. If you have the aspects, it'll allow you to see the finished product over here. I was making void jars to store more things, which I've got to figure out how to transfer them over. Probably use some bottles. Be a real pain, but I'll go through that later. But that's just me on my personal project. You can also make a deconstruction table, which will deconstruct these things into basic elements occasionally. Get that. I've got one research point for Ordo, just for deconstructing it. But this is not the most efficient thing that you can do. The most efficient thing you can do is you'll have a thermometer that you make early on. Let me go ahead and let these eggs dissipate. And what you'll do with this is, if you notice, it says Carpenter's Collapsible Block. You hold right click and it does a little t-t-t-t-t, and you get an aspect. These aspects will sometimes research other aspects for you, or give you more research development for the table. Now, say you run out of that. This is where the Mistcraft mod comes in very handy. You could actually go to a world that has aura nodes, like the one I saw you down there, that are in mass production. You just keep on scanning different aura nodes. You can only scan a aura node once, and then it's no more after that. But that's a reoccurring thing you can do. Can I scan any of these? I don't think so. Did I? Where did... There's my Thaum outfit. I had a Thaum outfit and it's gone. That's a bit of a problem for me. I am armorless. That's weird. Did I put my armor somewhere? Can't remember if I did or didn't. I've got to check something real quick. But, anywho. That's how you get the aspect points you need, and then the vis that you also need. What the? Oh. Whoops. Open with that. Did I put it in here? Or the Emmy? That's weird. Well, I've lost my outfit and everything. I don't know how, but I'll remake those at a later time. They give benefits such as costing lower vis cost and such, which are very beneficial if you're going to go into this. Now, a next thing you can do, say you're playing on a server with multiple people. I discovered this later. You could just click that star that appeared earlier on the top of my research to duplicate the research for more aspects, or what you could do is create, where is it? Is it here? I got so many wand cores I can make. Focus pouch, those are for your wand. They do interesting things, like you can turn your wand into a digging machine, a black hole, to get to places quicker, protect stuff. I don't have this lens. Okay, and then equal trade, etc., so on and so forth. Better caps, better storage. I can figure this out. What does this do? A bird? I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use these enchanted fabrics again to make me a new set, enchanted all over again, which isn't a problem with this mod. somewhere there is a Essentia mirrors? Oh, okay. Transporting items. But let's see here. It's somewhere here. Ah, there's so many mods in here, I can't. Ah, research duplication. Was it technomancy? Wireless Essentia, okay. Biome transmutation. Ah, I think no, it's not it. Not it. Ah, here we go. Tome of Knowledge. You can share your research with other people just by doing this simple recipe. Very useful if you have a lot of people on there. That's an interesting focus. As you can see, there's a lot to go in this mod, and I've got a long ways to go to cover it all. But at the same time, if you have the materials, you can do it. Now, how this thing works. I don't have the materials ready for a item, but I can explain it to you just like this. There are certain stones you can craft. Once you get to it, it'll show you how. The surface here doesn't have to be like this. It can be a little shorter, a little longer, just a long, well, maybe not too much longer than this. I think this is the maximum length it can be. But you could make it smaller this if you wanted, but you have to be symmetrical on it and allow space for these Essentia jars. So probably just one block in front of these you gotta leave. And it always has to be even. Now, how you use this is, for example, I want to make a silver wood rod. Well, I would find a silver wood log, and I would pop it right here in the centerpiece. Now, after I've done that, it requires all these essences around it. So you put them in the required order, how it says in the book, and then it says it needs these aspects. Well, what you do from there is you set the Essentia jars, essentially. I think there's another method you can do that might be better, in an ordered fashion, and you activate the big old matrix there. After doing that, it'll start whirring and bubbling. Now that's the part where you have to start watching, because it'll start drawing the Essentia out of the jars, and then it'll go to the items. But at any point, there could be a flux disruption that knocks one of the items off the pedestal. You have to quickly replace it, or it may drain just a little bit of the Essentia, and you have to replace the Essentia. You have to be on your toes with it, because once you do that, and if you fail doing that, it'll mess up, and you won't get the item, and it'll just want more stuff. If you do succeed, it'll take all the materials in here except for what, like if you have more fluid in the jar, like 50, it takes 10, you'll have 40 left in the jar, hopefully. And then the item will appear there changed. That's how that works. So the crucible, you can throw items in and bottle them up with small bottles at an early level. However, it does create a lot of displaced chemicals, which sometimes creates this purple stuff. Now, later on, you can make this alchemical constructs in which you put, say, an item in as a base material. Maybe this. I don't know. No, you can't do that. If you put in, trying to think. For instance, over here, if you put, like, say, a gold ore in, it'll show that you can make a cluster, and then you can burn certain materials, or put pump them into jars like this. I'm sorry, you can't toss them in after the spot. You have to have these pipes, and you connect a jar next to these pipes. They'll connect to it, and you can pump them in there, and then just make it like an auto production. This, after you make an alchemical furnace, you burn the stuff, the essentia goes up, and then you can bottle it easier that way. It only goes up to 5 though, so you have to be careful with that. And as far... Ooh, that's a lot. As far as I know, that's everything that I understand on it. I do know there are special tools and such that you can use. Golems are fun because they can help you with organization. But yeah, that is actually Thaumcraft in a nutshell. I enjoy it, enjoy doing powerful and sometimes stupid things. I want my stuff back, but I don't think I'm getting my armor. Wait. Could it be? Where is he? Can my good buddy have it? Hey, you, come here. Come here. Oh. I guess not. But yeah. That's essentially the basics of it. I hope that's cleared up a lot of stuff as you see me running back and forth on here. I'll give you a slight tour on what's been done. He's planning on moving the castle with some complicated gizmo, because he is the technological person. This goes down to some farms, some EXP berries. Does it go down further? It does. This is where he was testing out some other stuff like mob spawning. It's got the Mistcraft room in there, the ME is over there. Then we've got a teleporter to everyone's world so far because of some exploration we did in Mistcraft World. So, that's all I've got on this. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will talk to y'all in the next episode. Y'all take care.